Nailed it.
Okay, so hopefully we all feel really successful in creating a collaborative assignment. I know that I've experienced it a couple of times where I've created a Google slide where I had the students put a picture of themselves and a couple of things that they liked or didn't like, their favorite subject, as a fun way for them to introduce themselves to you at the beginning of the school year. So we're going to continue going in our presentation for scores and feedback. Now, real-time feedback is imperative. It's very, very important for our students' growth and to allow them to understand where they went wrong and to, learn. That's kind of our job. So when you're going to give feedback, there are a couple of different ways to do that. Now, in the doc slides, drawings, and sheets, if you have one of these documents open, there are two short keys that you want to know. And I'll show you both. I'm going to tell you them, and then I'm going to show you how to do them. So in those, you can hit Control-Alt-M, and it's going to make a comment. Control-Enter is going to close that comment box. So if I go to my student work, and I want to make a comment on this slide.
Wait, Nicole?
Yes.
Can you show us how to create some extra slides so that kids can choose the slide they want?
Absolutely.
And will you also show us how to look at the tile view so we can see all the slides at once when our kids are working on them? Thank you so much.
To create more slides, there's a plus sign in the top left corner of the computer, right underneath the little yellow slides icon, and you can click that, or you can use the hotkeys, and you can hold down the control button and hit M, and you can have as many as you want. There's also some cool things that if we have time, I'll show you about slides, because you can change master copies, and then your kids can't edit the background of the slide and move your things around, but we're not there. Just a teaser. So to make more slides, you hit the plus sign. You can also hit the little drop down next to the plus sign, and it's going to give you different layout options. So if you want them to have a section title and description, so you want this to be the one that they do over and over again, it's the same thing. So you can choose a different layout. To delete a slide, you select it and hit backspace. You can right click and hit delete. You can move them by grabbing and sliding. So if you click on it and you move your mouse, you can put it wherever. So if I want this slide number 7 to actually be slide number 1, I can drag and drop that to do that. And then for the grid view, so you can see your slide here. Now, if you want to watch all of your students working on everything simultaneously, or you want to share it out, you click on the grid down here at the bottom of your page on the left, and it shows you all of the slides. So if I had shared this document, I could have my entire class working at the same time and see everything that they're doing in real time. Now, say Bobby's on slide number 5. I can double click and it's going to make it bigger. To make that comment, there are 2 ways. First, you can do the Control-Alt-M, and it's going to pop your name up on the right-hand side, and you can say, "This is fantastic. This is great. Yay." And to close that comment, you can click the comment button, or you can hit Control-Enter. Makes things a little bit faster. If you want to edit your comment, you can hit the edit button. If you want to delete your comment, you can click delete. If you want to link to this comment, you can post a link to the comment. Also, when your student has read your message, they can resolve and say, "Okay, I did what you asked." Another way so again, Control-Alt-M opens it. You write your comment. Control-Enter will close your comment box. The second way to do that is to go up to the right-hand side where you see the little message box. Looks kind of like a text message. You click it, and then I have too many things in my way. And you're going to hit Add a Comment. Again, click it. There's notifications, and then there's a plus sign inside the little talk bubble. You're going to click it, add a comment. Yay! Control Enter or click to comment.
So can we have a few minutes to try that, Nicole? It looks like you just added some new slides by either hitting the plus sign or holding Control D
M.
for duplicate.
Control
If you've got one slide you want to duplicate, you can hit Control M for make. So it looks like we just duplicated some slides. Then we went down to the bottom and we hit that grid view, right? So right below all your slides, you can see grid view, and I can see what all my kids are doing. And then if I notice one slide might need my real-time feedback, I click on that slide, I go up to my comment feature, and then I can make a comment on this slide, right in my comment, hit Control Enter to close it out. And then I can go back to the grid view, which lives under all the slides, to go back and see what everyone's doing. So can we have till maybe 10:13 to try that?
Go for it.
All right, 10:13, we're going to come back together. So go ahead and get in that slide deck, make some extra slides, look at a grid view, and maybe try to make a comment. All right, that's 2 minutes. I know it's not a lot of time, but hopefully it gave us a chance to at least get in there and see what she's looking at. So I'm going to ask Nicole to unmute now and get us started.
Okay, so we did Google Slides. Now let's talk about an assignment that you've shared to each student individually. So I went on and I made because I don't have any students in my demo class, I made an assignment in my classroom for this school year. And I selected each student will get a copy. So now it's going to create a folder within my Google Drive that's going to show me all of their assignments. If I wanted to view one person's assignment, I would click on student work. They all have one name, and you're able to open that document, give them real-time feedback on the assignments that they've done. In order to show you that, they haven't opened it to create anything, so I can't show you that right now. But so to do that, do I have a classroom? I'm sorry. I thought I had a different classroom ready. Let's see if there's another one that I can use. Aha, maybe. Maybe. Classwork. Okay. So if I go to one of the assignments, study guide maybe, I think. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to give you an example. There we go. I don't have one. I had archived all of my classrooms like a ding dong. So you'll go to the assignment and you'll be able to see all of your students' work as they're doing it, just like in grid view in that student page. So within that grid view of all of the student work that's been turned in, it's gonna look a lot like this. You can click on it and you can give them private comments. And they can't resolve private comments. So if you're giving them feedback on that page, let me see if I have an example. Aha, so we do have one. So it's in your grading, when you're giving a grade on your assignments within Google Classroom, you're able to view their assignment and give them private comments. And what you'll see is when you open that document, you'll see everything they worked on. You'll see the grade that you had it assigned to. Any other comments that you want to make on the document that aren't resolvable, you'll make in the private comment section, because you can't get rid of private comments. But any comment that's made on their paper, they can click that checkbox and make it go away. So if you're working on Google Docs and you're using the suggestion to change things to help them edit their essays that they're writing, they can hit the resolve button and all of the edits and suggestions that you made go away. They either stay or they can say accept it or decline it, and it'll either stay or it won't stay. So again, you can make comments on a Google document, a Google slide, a Google sheet, and then you can also leave private comments on their work. Why don't we take a few minutes and create an assignment so you can see in your classrooms what it's going to look like for your students and how to leave them a comment on an assignment or view all of the assignments that they've worked on.
So we'll come back at 10:19, and then you're going to show us small group assignments, and then take us on home with how to use emojis in our assignments and in our topics to make it cool. Or really is to leverage dual coding theory, right? Images and text. I'm so excited for that.
I'm super excited about that. I was playing with it the other day.
Nicole, do you want to add me as a student to that class?
Yes, that would make life a lot easier. I should have done that before. Then I can show exactly what I'm talking about. Oh. There you go. Yay.
Which assignment would you like me to do?
Do the document one, please.
Okay.
Thank you. There you go. So Rachel has created her document in the assignment. So now in this grid view, if you had your 30 students, all of the assignments that they've created, you'd have however many turned it in, however many assigned it. If you want to write something and then turn it in.
Oh, you want me to turn it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can show all of the fun goodies.
Okay, turn in.
So once she turns it in, it's going to show you that she's turned it in. it'll update and you'll see. You can actually sort them by status as well. So if you want to see all of the students who have not turned in the assignment yet, you can sort it so it says assigned and then it'll say turned in. So see how it changed from assigned to turned in. I can open her document. Now this is where you're going to see how many files are in this assignment. So if you had a Google Slide, a Google Doc, or 2 Google Docs, you can see everything that was in this assignment, so you can check it all at once. You have buttons up here to navigate left and right, so you can see the previous student, the next, and the student after that. So you don't have to actually close this window. You just click over and continue. So from this page, you can give comments doing the same thing. Control Alt M. Control Alt M. I love my puppy. I just got a golden retriever puppy.
Oh, what an angel. I love the golden retrievers.
He's 5 months old. He broke it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, yeah.
But, so when I want to give a grade, so Rachel did a great job, but there's some gibberish. So maybe I'm not going to give her a whole 100. I'm going to give her an 80. So it's going to remind you at the top that it's not been returned. She doesn't know what her score is yet. I think she did a fantastic job. Great job. Now this comment is going to go directly to her, and you can actually have a full-on conversation with your student. So if she had hers open after I return it, she can look at the feedback on it and say, if I asked a question about what her thesis was or her main ideas or however we want to word it, she can reply back, and you can have a full-on conversation with your students about their work. So now that I've graded it, I've given her a comment, I'm going to return it. So it's going to return. They're going to be notified that they've got their paper back. And now it doesn't say that it's a draft anymore. This is her final grade. I can still make comments because every document that's created, every assignment or link that you add to your Google Classroom now lives in your Google Drive. Google Drive is the home of everything. There's going to be a folder called Classroom, and in that Classroom folder, there's a folder named after your classroom's name. And in that classroom's name folder, it's going to have a name for every assignment that you've made. Let me show you what I mean. So in Classroom, this is my very messy drive. So if you go into your drive, the little triangle, you can get there if you have it already open, or you can click the waffle and go to your drive. And you can go to your Classroom folder. These are all of the classrooms I've ever made. So within if I want to look at my demo class, I find the folder of that name of my classroom that I'm in. It has all of the files, but it also has all of the activities that they've already done in specific folders. So I named this one demo. It's going to have Rachel's assignment in that folder. And even if you archive, because if you look at when I showed you my list of classrooms for this, I don't have all of the classrooms that my Google Drive is saying that I have because I've archived them. So even after you archive them, they still live in your Google Drive. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Brain fart. Okay, so you've given your feedback. You can have private comment conversations. You can give them scores. You can return the assignment by student, or you can return the assignment by the entire class. So if you want to wait until everyone's done all of their work, you can click on, go back into your classroom, sorry. Click on the assignment, view assignment, and you can click on the little box that says, say you want to do all of the turned in ones. You click on the box and you want to return. I've already returned hers, so I can't click on that, but you can select all of your students and return their work all at once. So it's not, oh, I got mine back and I got a 50 and I got mine back 20 minutes ago, and it's all done simultaneously, or you can give that feedback as you go, which is what the comments are really helpful for. It's hard to practice without having assignments to return and give back at this point. But when you have a chance, play with that. Now I'm really, really excited, and this part isn't in this part of the presentation, but I wanted to share small group assignments real quick before I show you the emojis and the cool fonts and all of that. So
Nicole, can you combine those two? So as you're creating an assignment
Yes.
or an announcement for the small group, can you use the emojis to name that?
absolutely.
Oh, and use the emoji to name the new topic you create to file the
Yes.
assignments.
So-
Okay, okay.
There's some amazing things, guys. Amazing. So in my classroom, you can do some really cool things. So when you're in your classroom and you go to your classwork tab and you create your document or your assignment, and you want to put an emoji in your title, you're going to go to emojipedia.org. Emojipedia. I want smiles and people. So I'm going to, this assignment, I want a upside down smiley face. Again, go to emojipedia.org. You're going to copy it, and then you're going to, oops, this one. You're going to paste it. Again, figure out which one you want. Maybe I want to put a watermelon this time. You're going to copy it, go to your assignment, and you're going to paste it. Tell me about your summer. And I want to assign this to only a few students. I don't want to do it to all students. So again, I'm in my assignments tab. I've added my title, my cool emoji, so my kids know what to look for. So if you have those kids that are still struggling readers, this works really well. Find the assignment with the watermelon on it. That's the one we're working on today. It's also fun to look at. I like it. So I want to select on the right side for my classroom. What's cool is you can, I didn't know this until right this second, learning. You can actually create this assignment for multiple classrooms. So if you have an ELD Google Classroom and you have leveled classrooms or however you want to do it, and you have, or you teach different periods. I know I'm talking to 3rd and 4th graders, teachers, but you know, you never know. You can actually assign it to different classrooms. So that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm going to assign it to, if I only had Rachel, I'd only assign this assignment to my small group that I want to answer this question. Again, create my topic. I'm going to create a topic. And there's another website that you can use that actually gives you some really cool fonts. And it's called, you put it right here. It is called fancytextpro.com. Anything you want. I'm going to put math here. So you type in whatever you want your title to be for your topic. And they have so many. They have literally scroll and scroll and scroll forever. There's so many. I'm going to just choose this funky looking one right here. So it's copied. You click on it and it says it's been copied in the top right corner. I'm going to go back to my classwork and I'm going to paste it there. Copy, go back to your assignment, paste it. And then I'm going to hit assign. Now, if you don't add an attachment to your assignment, you'll have to instruct your students whether they're attaching something or creating a blank document to start with. So be aware of that. So in my weird looking math topic, now it has something funky. And if I want to change my topic, I can just rename it. Maybe I want to have, let's see, I want a heart because I like math. I want a green heart emoji for my math. I'm going to go to here. I've already hit edit my topic or rename my topic title. I'm going to post that emoji or paste that emoji. Now I have a green heart next to my math. So not only do you have a funky looking font, which is fun, and you now have an emoji. So if you want to have your morning work for engagement be a sunshine, go to the topic with the sunshine and click on the first assignment. or however you want to do it. Just a little fun thing to be able to do that. Again, to create a small, I know I'm giving you a lot of information. I only have a little bit of time. I'm so sorry.
I think you're doing great, Nicole. I think if you could kind of break that down, like first I blank, second I
Yes,
blank, third
I'm
I
going to
blank.
do it all over again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so first you're in your classroom. I'm going to go to create. I'm going to create an assignment. I want to know, I'm doing it for a small group. So even before, you can put your title in. So this is my group work Monday. Sure. And I want to assign it to just Rachel. So you click on the drop down that says all students, and you select those students you want this assignment to go to. They will only go to those specific students. So this is going to be really great for those differentiation, or for our differentiation and working with the students of different levels and different activities. So once you click that, you select again on the right hand side the students that you want it to go to. You have all of your information. Always add instructions. I'm totally being lazy, I'm sorry. And now you're gonna add your emojis. I want this emoji to have something random. We're gonna go animals.
And if I may interject, I really think the emojis are super helpful, not only in assignments, but mainly in topics, because that is that title page. And if you guys are a thinking map school, you guys know about dual coding, right? If we see an image paired with text, it's easier for us to process. So that's the idea behind showing emojis, is that it's a way for our students to navigate a print heavy environment with interjecting images.
So to continue, go to emojipedia.org, select whatever emoji that you want for this topic. The topic you can create before, after, during, whenever. So if you already create this assignment and you forgot to add the topic, that's super easy. So let's pretend I forgot to add the topic and I assign it. I can now click on my assignment. I can edit it. I can change who it's for. So maybe I changed my groups and I have to change who it's for. So I can change who gets it. I can change the point value. I can change the due date, and I can still add my topic. Again, I can go with whatever. If you want to have something, like Rachel said, it's so you know what it really helps knowing what you're looking for. So if your kids get in the habit of remembering that they always go to, math is always the one with the rainbow. They know where to find the assignment a lot easier because they know what to look for rather than looking for where's the one that says math, because eventually you have so many assignments on your Google Classroom that you have no idea what anything looks like anymore. It all looks the same. So let's go with a lion. So we already have the rainbow. Maybe I want to put a lion in front of it too, because math can roar, make people roar sometimes. I don't know.
So Nicole showed you how to edit the topic by going to the 3 dots on the assignment and adding a topic. Nicole, will you show them how you can drag an assignment into the topic? So she can just choose that assignment if she forgot, and she can drag it into a topic. She can also drag the topics around. So this little interface is something that you can move around.
So all you do is click and drag. You can also see on the left-hand side, it says all of your topics. It's going to show you the order that they're in. So it's not going to be alphabetical. If you want them alphabetical, then you just organize it alphabetically. You can also go move up, move down on the 3 dots on the right side, move up, move down. So in your Zoom trainings, they talked about having a reoccurring Zoom meeting, and you place it into your Google Classroom. There are 2 ways to keep it at the top. You can put it as a material, and the materials always stay at the top of your classwork tab. Or if you have it as an assignment or a topic, you can have it move up, move down. If you put it as a topic and you keep it at the top, it just makes it easier for your students to find over and over again. And that's where the fun fonts or the emojis really come into play, is finding that memory of having to go back and go back. They know what they're looking for every time they're looking for it. So for any reason, if the Zoom meeting happens to go to the bottom of your page and they're like, where to go? Well, they know that they can click, they can either scroll down to find it, or they can actually click on the topics on the left side and go specifically into that topic. So if I click on the math one here, it takes me to just everything that's been posted in math. This one takes me everything that's been posted here. This link takes me here, or I can go all topics and see everything.
And some people do it by subject. And this summer on Twitter, I saw someone say they would do it by week. And for me, that was very helpful. So if I was to imagine myself in a classroom, I think I would, now I don't know if this would work, so of course I would edit it if I needed to, but I think I would start out by week. Nicole might use subject. So it's really up to how you kind of want your kids to navigate their classwork space.
It's definitely teacher preference. I know that my stepdaughter had, when she was doing it in the spring, it was organized by week. So it's very dependent on how you want it organized and what you would think works best for your students, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's your classroom. These are just guidelines and tips.
Do we have enough time to try that, Nicole?
I think so. We've got about 10 minutes left in our meeting. So let's take about 4 minutes and play with creating a topic with emojis and fancy text.
And a group assignment if you want to, by going up to the top right and saying for who, deselecting all students and selecting the students you want in that assignment.
All right, so I'd like to also add something about creating your small groups. I don't know how many of you have done it, where you're trying to do a group assignment with your students and you're having them share their documents. I'm going to alleviate that stress. So when you have your kids already assigned to their small groups, when you're going to do your assignment, create that assignment and share it to just those people and make the document edited by all students. So instead of having to share the document that they've created and neither of them are owners and all of this craziness, if you have them both be able to edit the document, or the 6 of them, or however big your groups are, then it takes out the middleman and the stress of, well, how do you spell your name? Because it's already shared to those people. So they have this example for a small group where they have to talk about CNN 10. There's a pair share. So if they're talking about the lightning thief, student 1 writes their answer, student 2 writes their answer, and it gives our students an opportunity to do that pair share without having to have everyone talk at one time. We already assigned it to small groups. So let's see if we were successful. Can you create a collaborative assignment? Can you give feedback? Can you create a small group assignment? If you can do these things, you've been successful. Yay! Also at the bottom of the, there's a bunch of extras on how to do things. Also, if there's anything that we didn't cover that you wanted more help with, you can also go to the EdTech website, go.bcsd.com/DFP. There's all kinds of how-to videos on there. There's all kinds of goodies after this that you can click on your own time. So we have about 3 minutes left, Rachel. If you want to drop the eval link in the chat.
Will do.
Please be honest. Don't be mean, but be honest. That's the only way that we get better at anything as teachers, as presenters. Yeah, so let us know what you think, what you didn't like, what you like, what we need to elaborate more on. And if there are any questions about Google Classroom that I didn't answer in the chat, if you guys want to let me know what those are, I will be happy to help you if I can.
All right, so it looks like we've got that link in the chat. Make sure that you select grade level 3-4. That is us today. And if you did learn how to create a collaborative assignment, give me a thumbs up. If you did learn how to give feedback, give me a thumbs up. And if you did learn how to create a small group assignment, thumbs up. All right, if you learned something new, raise your hand. If your hand's raised, pat yourself on the back because you're amazing. If Nicole was somebody that helped facilitate that learning and helped you learn something new today, would you give her a round of applause? Show her in the camera, folks. Show her in the camera. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Nicole. You are a rock star. Man, I'm telling you, you're a salesman. I would have bought that. I'd be like, I don't know what Google Classroom is, girl. I got to buy it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys are amazing. And in the chat, lots of thank yous to Nicole. Yes, she is a powerhouse. Thank you, thank you. So with that being said, we're going to have a little break till our afternoon meeting. And we are going to, I'm going to play some music as we head out. So I'm going to take over the share screen, if that's okay, Nicole.
Yes, I will stop sharing. Also, don't forget to stop the recording.
Oh, yes. I remember